Square-Enix has finally released a demo for the Final Fantasy VII Remake on PS4, and it's everything we have been waiting for. March 2, 2020 marked a very long-awaited date for millions of Final Fantasy fans the world over. The demo for a Final Fantasy remake was finally released after numerous teasers, rumors and very long development time. A remake of what is considered the best Final Fantasy title in the series was first teased back in the days of the PlayStation 2. The game, however, didn't materialize, and after many years with an abundance of speculation, a remake of Final Fantasy VII was finally confirmed in 2019. The story in the remake is pretty much the same, as are the characters and setting. Once again, we see mercenary Cloud and friends fighting against the evil megacorporation Shinra. Right from the off, the visual presentation of the game is extremely impressive. The graphics, direction and audio are all worthy of current generation technology. This instantly rids you of all fear that this may be just another remaster made for a quick sale. It is not. Developed using Unreal Engine 4, Final Fantasy VII is visually striking and with all the lighting, physics and mechanics you would expect of an Unreal Engine game. Square-Enix is known for its amazing presentation skills, going right back to the original FF7 for PlayStation 1. Their style has been refined over the years, most notably with Final Fantasy X on PlayStation 2 right up to the current games. Much like the current games, most notably Final Fantasy XV, the control uses a real-time RPG system. This is an ingenious system that works amazingly well. Rather than the usual stationary pick-and-action and strike system, the action is played out like a hack-and-slash game that pauses for item use. While this system may be controversial among die-hard RPG fans, it serves to make the action more urgent and forces you to really think about your next move. Items and magic use dependent on the active time battle system, which fills with each attack. Each item or spell requires a certain amount of ATB, which forces you to try to balance between attacks and items use. The frivolous use of items depletes ATB, which you may later rely on during a fight. While using the pause system is my preferred method, the game can also be played without this by assigning items and spells to buttons. The system also allows you to switch to other members of the party or assign actions to them. This is a great control system that allows for a fluid style of combat, since there is a mixture of enemies that may require different damage. For example, Cloud can only perform close combat attacks using his Buster Sword, while Barret will be needed for ranged attacks using his gun arm. The usual magic attacks are also present in the game, with each character utilizing different elements. Cloud can throw fireballs while Barret can strike lightning and heal party members. Cloud is a former Shinra soldier and is now a mercenary working with an eco-terrorist group known as Avalanche. The intriguing, dystopian setting of the game shines through thanks to the graphics engine and the developer's talents. Going from a beautiful intro straight into the game, the action begins right away as you control Cloud through a heavily guarded train station. The objective is to make your way past several guards and into the main chamber in order to destroy a Shinra Mako reactor. These small battles serve as the game's well-presented tutorial system that introduces you to the game's mechanics. Gameplay and battle are fluid, smooth and extremely intuitive. It is amazing how the developers have been able to place so much control into a simple system. The presentation is amazing, the story is intriguing and the characters are well developed. In a current climate of lackluster remasters, this is one example that stands out, as was the case with last year's Resident Evil 2 remake. I must admit, I haven't played the original, but right away I am impressed by this remake. The revamped game is stunning and doesn't feel like a title from over 20 years ago. This is a true example of how a remake should be done, and one that is sure to impress newcomers to the series as well as older fans. Final Fantasy VII Remake will be available on the 10th of April 2020 for PlayStation 4.